Pretty incredible, some of the
Yeah.
advances in treatment. Well, in some other health headlines, back to school season is here, like it or not. Now is the time to make sure that your kiddo's eye health is ready for another year of visual learning.
Yeah, it makes up a significant portion of education, and symptoms of problems can be easy to miss, especially amid rising screen time. Here to talk about what to watch out for and how screen time continues to impact kids' vision is Dr. Wesley Chamberlain, an eye doctor from VisionWorks. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning. Glad to be with you.
Thank you so much. You know, this is on my to-do list before I send off my two to school. An eye exam, a comprehensive eye exam. Tell us why this is an essential part of back-to-school prep.
Well, you've got it correct, putting it on your back-to-school list. We want to make sure that just as kids are getting their shoes and their school supplies and then having wellness exams, shots, all that, we want to be on that list because we want to make sure that there are no obstacles visually to your child's learning. We want to make sure that we catch those things early and often so that we don't find out 6 months or a year or 5 years down the road that they might have had a problem that could have, not only helped them see better, but helped them learn better for the school year and beyond.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I guess can be easy to take for granted, but how is vision really connected to success in the classroom?
Well, obviously if you don't see well, you're going to miss some of that stuff, but there's more subtle things than that. Kids might actually see pretty well, but they might have a problem focusing. And they might not be able to stay at tasks as long. And so we can detect that pretty easily. So, a kid might see far away, might see close up, but they may not be able to stay at their screen for as long as they wanted to or for their book as long as to. Also, there's things like, color blindness. I had that as a child. I still have that. Color deficiency is one of those things that if we detect those things early, it can help us with, accommodations in the classroom to account for that, but also long-term vocationally. I can't be a fighter pilot. I couldn't be an electrician, but here I sit. There are things I'm able to do with that, and you deserve for your kids to know that so that we can help them in school and help them when they choose a vocation down the road.
Mm-hmm. Certainly, and we have to talk, doctor, about screen time. A lot of kids have been in front of TVs, holding tablets over summertime to kill time.
Oh.
How is that screen time? I know, what a shame. How is that screen time impacting their vision?
In the short term, it doesn't do them any favors from a comfort standpoint. Just like all of us as adults too, when we're in front of screens, we don't blink as often. And blinking is what puts a nice, smooth tear film on the eye, makes it comfortable, removes debris. If we don't blink as often, we don't get that, and so the eyes can become uncomfortable. As we talked about, there are focusing muscles in the eyes. If a child sits in front of a device for an hour, they've used a muscle for an hour. So think about any other muscle in your body. If you use it that much, it's going to get fatigued. For those, sometimes it involves glasses to help alleviate that, to put those muscles at rest. Sometimes just a matter of breaks. If the kids can take breaks, get up, walk around a little bit, that helps. They fixate at a different distance other than 20 inches away, and that really can give them a break. As a society, we're becoming more and more nearsighted. We don't think that's a stretch to attribute some of that, at least, to screen time, and so if we can do things now to alleviate some of that eye strain, we might help them in the short term and the long term.
Yeah, well, and it can be a fun thing to go and pick out a new pair of glasses, right? I feel like eyeglasses weren't as much in fashion when we were kids. Now there's so many cool options. How do you find, got any advice for finding a pair that kids will actually want to wear?
Yeah. Well, those screens that we just talked about that are so evil, right? The kids are on there and they see influencers, they see celebrities, athletes, pretty much all of those people, you're going to see them wearing glasses at some point, whether it's a fashion statement or whether it's because they need them. So that helps us a long way. At VisionWorks, we have our glasses, we have them displayed by shape. So if you have a certain shape that you like to wear, you can find all of those there. We did that because patients told us that's the way they wanted to shop for glasses. But in kids, we have great brands like Nike, Converse, Draper James, Lacoste. Those are some of those. And we designed those to be more durable for the kids. But even if you have some kids that are just not wanting to wear the glasses or not just feeling it, we have contact lenses. Both of my kids have glasses and contacts. They're athletes, and so they wear daily contact lenses that they just throw away at night. So there's options on the table for just about everybody, and that goes for adults and kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great to know there are options out there. Doctor, thank you so much. This is so important ahead of back to school. We appreciate the time.
You're very welcome.
You can learn more about the importance of eye exams and find links to schedule yours by checking out this story on KOIN.com under the AM Extra tab.